Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll learn how to install Pandas in Visual Studio Code. So to install Pandas in Visual Studio Code, you would typically just follow these steps. So first, you need to open the Visual Studio Code or launch the Visual Studio Code on your system. Then right after, we need to open the Python project in which you want to use Pandas or create a new Python file. So to create a new one, just head here onto the file, click onto new file, and then you could name your Python file and then just add .py onto its bottom part so that it will be recognized as a Python file. Since we have already one, so we're just going to open the project that I have in here, which is this one. So this is how it should look. Click onto that one and it should open the project just like this. Then right after, we need to open the terminal in here. So in the Visual Studio Code, we need to navigate here onto the upper part to open the terminal. Click onto these three dots, click onto terminal, and click onto new terminal. So this should open something like this onto the bottom part. So this is the integrated terminal within Visual Studio Code. Now, we need to activate the virtual environment. So this is just an optional step. If you're using a virtual environment for your project, which is recommended, you need to activate this in the terminal. So you'll just need to navigate to your project directory. So which is this one, we're in here already. So if you're still not yet, you'll just need to use the cd command and then type in your path so that it should go ahead and locate you to your project directory. And then to activate this is the command to activate a virtual environment, and it typically depends on your operating system and the virtual environment tool you're using. So for example, for Windows, this one is what you're going to type. And if you're using Mac OS or Linux, this is the command that you should use. So since we're using Windows in here, we're just going to use the first one that we have. Then we're going to click on to enter. And since I am onto the virtual environment already, to check if you're in already, here onto the bottom right, you should be able to see something like this already. So this is actually another shortcut. You'll just need to click onto this one, click onto the environment. This one is the recommended, and then it should automatically be activated onto your system. Then right after, what we need to do is we're going to install the Pandas. So once you're in onto the terminal already and possibly inside the virtual environment, this is the code that you're going to use. So you could just go ahead and copy this one out onto the terminal. So this is what you're going to type in here. Click on to enter for that. Now it should look something like this once it is already downloading. So you'll just need to wait for this one. And once it is done, you should be able to see a message that it has been successfully installed onto your system. Then the next thing that you could do is to verify the installation. So you'll just need to type in here onto your Python file or Python project this import statement, import panda as PD. And this is where you could go ahead and see if it has been installed correctly, and you could also start using it into your Python scripts already. So just make sure to import this at the beginning of your Python files like any other Python packages. And that is just basically it on installing Pandas, and you could start using it into your Python projects within Visual Studio Code. And if you think this has been helpful, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you on to our next video.